Okay, folks, I am Anthony with Signature Roofing, and we got a little bit of a late start, at least some of us today. I jumped in my truck, which is the truck I've been using for a long time now. It's a 2001 Dakota, and it started overheating. So I checked, and the coolant was fine, but it wasn't dispersing through the system. So I had to make a quick decision to pull my truck over before it blew up. And luckily, I was right by a U-Haul, so I was able to just swap all of the tools we had in our work truck and rent one to get down here. I had 7 guys on site already starting the tear-off, but luckily, we arrived before the tear-off is complete, and as is normally the case, you know, the time right now is about 9:15, between 20 of and 9:15, and I just want to show you that the roof deck, we're happy to report it's not OSB, it's solid lumber. So you can see just how solid this board is as I'm stomping all the way through it. And I just want to show you the entirety of these surfaces so that you can see that the boards are in great shape. Does not look like we're going to have to do much in the way of carpentry. Okay, we have one thing to consider, which is that we have this basketball hoop size hole in our roof deck for an attic fan that's going to be obsolete after we install continuous ridge vent. So I checked with the homeowner, but I'm pretty sure that we're getting rid of the fan and sealing that up. And then on the main dwelling, the only place that we can find a board worth changing is just right down here at the end. And to be perfectly frank with you, there's nothing wrong with this board. The problem is there was no ice and water at the eave. It's a high traffic water area, so it got chopped up. But the fact of the matter is we're gonna be installing drip edge today that goes halfway on the roof slope and then down, you know, shaped like an L or 45-degree angle, you know, to the 90-degree angle, you know, along the eave wall here. So we will change this board just so that the drip edge installs properly. You know, we're going to have ice and water installed on all of the eave spaces as well. So from what we can see so far, we have one board we're going to change in that corner. And I also believe that we are going to swap out this board and get rid of the fan, which will be obsolete. You can see that we have 2 boxes here of CertainTeed ridge vent. There's 10 to a box. They're 4-foot lengths, so 40 feet per box. And we have the entire ridge length here, which is approximately 40 feet. And then the only other ridge to consider is on the garage here. As you can see, they start that tear off. I'll just hang tight to see what condition the boards are in there, and then go and get the 2 sheets of plywood that we need to handle the carpentry. And the last thing that I just want to show the homeowner, you know, the condition of these leaf guards. You know, we'll do our best where they are intact, like here, you know, just to lift them. As you can see, he's got it, you know, lodged up, and we'll get all of that debris cleaned out where they are still functioning. However, you have many areas up here, T, where just because these are the Home Depot brand, that's what happens. They bend over time, right? So these ones here where you could see it's dropped all the way down to the floor of your gutter, you know, they're just completely non-functioning. So that would be something that you might want to consider in the future, you know, upgrading to better gutter guards that are just designed to last as long as the roof would, and they will not, you know, bend and seep into the gutter the way those do. A little bit more expensive, but they work and they last for years to come. So pleased to report the roof deck, again, solid lumber. You never know what you're going to find sometimes when the homes are a little older. But yeah, we find this roof deck to be in great order, with the exception of the corner that will change there and this hole that will seal up. So we'll check back once underlayments and thin metal start to go down after the carpentry work is completed.